All right, let's jump right in. For what feels like forever, the entire game in real estate marketing was pretty simple, right? Get to the top of Google. But that's changing, and it's changing fast. Today, we're going to break down this huge shift, this new reality where it's not just about getting clicks anymore. It's about something called consistency. So, let's get into it.
This is the question that changes everything. Think about it. We're all getting used to just asking our devices questions. We're talking to AI assistants like ChatGPT and Gemini. We don't want a long list of blue links to click on anymore. We just want the answer. And that simple change in behavior, well, it completely rewrites the rules of marketing.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about this new kind of search. Then, we'll introduce a brand new idea, the consistency metric. After that, we'll get into why mentions are way more important than rankings now. We'll also cover something called the power of sentiment, and we'll wrap it all up with a new playbook for your digital strategy.
Right, Section 1, a new kind of search. Look, the goal used to be getting someone to click on your website. Simple. But now, the goal is to become part of the AI's answer. The AI is the one having the conversation with your potential client, and you need to be in its vocabulary. It's a totally different way of thinking about how people find you.
So, if the game has changed, how do we keep score? Well, according to a really fascinating report from Detailed.com, it's not about your rank anymore. There's a critical new metric on the scene, and it's called AI consistency. This is all about one thing. How often does an AI recommend the same brands for the same question? And trust me, this is the key to winning from here on out.
So let's dig into that idea. This whole section is about this new consistency metric. What the report found is kind of mind-blowing, and it has huge implications for anyone in real estate. It really is all about becoming that reliable, go-to answer that the AI trusts.
So just how consistent are these AI engines? The report puts a number on it, and it's a big one, 87%. This is the first major takeaway, and honestly, it changes everything we thought we knew about digital marketing.
So what does 87% actually mean? It means that AI has its favorites. It's that simple. If you ask it, who are the best luxury real estate agents in Aspen, it is overwhelmingly likely to give you the same small group of names over and over again. And if you're not in that group, you're basically invisible.
And this is where a whole new field is popping up, GEO, or generative engine optimization. I want you to think of this as the next step after SEO. It's not just about stuffing keywords onto a page anymore. It's about making sure your brand, your reputation, your expertise is so deeply baked into the AI's brain that it sees you as a true authority.
Okay, so here's your first big action item. You need to focus on what the report calls list inclusion. For now, forget about being number one. The absolute most important goal is just to get on the list. So you have to ask yourself, does the AI consistently recognize my brand? Does it connect me with what I actually do and where I do it? That's the new starting line.
All right, on to our third section, mentions over rankings. This is where things get a little more interesting. Because while the AI is super consistent about who it recommends, it's shockingly inconsistent about the order it puts them in.
So let's put another number on the screen, and this one is the total opposite of the last one, just 7%. And that low number tells us something just as important as the high one did.
So get this, only 7% of the time does the AI list the brands it recommends in the exact same order. What does that tell us? It means that while the group of winners is super stable, their position on the podium is all over the place. Being number one in one search doesn't mean you'll even be in the top 3 the next time.
This chart just lays it out so clearly. The old world of SEO, the goal was to be number one, and you measured success by how many people clicked. But in this new world of Geo, the goal is just to be included in the list, and the metric is that AI consistency score. It's a completely different way of thinking.
And that brings us to your second action item. You have to stop obsessing over being number 1 or 2 or 3 in the list. The real prize is just being part of the conversation every single time. So focus all your energy on getting that guaranteed mention.
Okay, now for section 4, and this might be the most important part. See, the AI doesn't just list names, it adds color, it describes you. This is the power of sentiment, and it's all about you shaping how the AI actually talks about your brand.
And just like the other metrics, the AI is incredibly consistent here, too. The report found an 88% consistency in how the AI describes a brand. This isn't just about if you get mentioned, it's about how you get mentioned.
Let that sink in.
The tone, the adjectives, the little summary an AI uses for your brand, it's basically set in stone. The AI is becoming this huge reputation engine, and the story it decides to tell about you tends to stick.
And I mean, look at the difference this makes. Does the AI say you are known for aggressive pricing? Or does it say you're praised for a client-first approach? That one little phrase completely changes everything. It could be the reason someone calls you, or the reason they call your competitor instead.
So your third action item is all about taking control of that story. You've got to feed the AI the right ingredients. That means you need to monitor what it's saying about you. You need to go out and get tons of positive reviews, make sure your messaging is consistent everywhere, and really establish yourself as a thought leader.
And that brings us to the finish line, your new Geo Playbook. Let's pull all these pieces together into a simple, actionable strategy that you can use to start winning in this new conversational world.
Here's the absolute best way to think about all of this. AI consistency is the new digital share of voice. It's the most direct way to measure how relevant and influential your brand is inside these new AI-driven conversations.
And here it is, the whole playbook in 3 simple steps. Number 1, focus on list inclusion. Just get on the AI's radar consistently. Number 2, value mentions over rankings. Being in the conversation is what matters, not your exact spot in line. And number 3, influence the narrative. You have to actively shape how the AI talks about you.
So, I'll leave you with this one critical question to ask yourself. As clicks get replaced by conversations, is your brand actually part of them? Because in this new world, if you're not in the AI's answer, you might as well not exist.
And that's our breakdown of AI consistency. The future of search is here. It's conversational, and the time to adapt your strategy was yesterday. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.